War is a universal language. I know a renegade soldier when I see one. Never occurred to me that one might come from above.
You are now listening to
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all across this poison world.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joshua Freeman, and welcome back to Joshua vs. the Movies, where we'll react, review, and go against all your favorite movies. Today, the movie I'll be going against, they're standing in the red corner, they're standing about 5'7" tall, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel came out in 2019, and just like his recent Marvel movie counterparts, it was a hit at the box office. People still complain of the movie though, but who cares? Let's see where it lands on the scale. So without further ado, let's get to the review.
Fight!
Round 1.
Want to fight? I slipped.
Right, you slipped. You have to let go of the past.
I don't remember my past.
It's causing you doubt, and doubt makes you vulnerable. Control it. Lose control again, and you'll have to commune with the supreme intelligence. There's nothing more dangerous to a warrior than emotion. Changing the subject.
What is the point of giving me these if you don't want me to use them?
I want you to use them. The Supreme Intelligence gave me a responsibility of showing you how to use them.
I know how.
Yeah, if that were true, you'd better not be down without them. I want you to be the best version of yourself.
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. Look, I understand they're trying to control her, but the movie does this a lot in the first half, and it kind of gives me a headache. Okay, so it gives me a headache mainly because Carol barely shows emotion in the first half aside from messing with her teammates.
Why?
Because I stared into the face of my mortal enemy, and the face staring back was my own.
Maybe if you were more attractive, then it would be less disturbing.
This is mainly because she doesn't know who she is.
It's all blank. My life. You're supposed to take the form of who I most admire, but I don't even remember who this person was to me.
She's more confused with the Kree than anything. So the movie could have done this without hitting the audience on top of the head with their message numerous times.
Fight!
Round 2.
Locals on the periphery. Maybe a dozen.
Minerva?
Do you read me? Does anybody copy?
Repeat. This is a perfect spot for an ambush. Only one way in, only one way out. We can get past the locals. We don't know if they are locals. Right. We keep a close radius. We lose comms, we be back at the Helion. Come on.
Atlas, you getting this?
Copy. I see them.
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. Did anybody else notice that the communications dropped and she definitely couldn't communicate with anybody else on the team? And then after that scene with Carol, she's able to communicate to him so he can go up front and basically advance the whole action scene that's gonna happen. So yeah, that's gonna be my point.
Fight!
Round 3.
I hurt you.
Keep back! They're locals. I found 2 dead. No green. They're just starving.
HGX 78.
TRT 79.
Scrolls!
Okay, so that's gonna be my point, simply because I have no goddamn idea what's going on. Because the action scene is just too dark. Like, it's just a whole bunch of dust and just shooting. Like, I have no idea what's going on. So yeah, that's gonna be my point.
Fight!
Round 4.
Where's your head at?
Where's yours?
On my shoulders. You ready?
Higher, further, faster, baby.
That's right.
This can't be right. Go back in further.
You're going too fast! You need to go slow!
Are we in the right?
What the hell are you thinking? You don't belong out here!
I think we went back too far.
You let him drive.
Not strong enough! You'll kill yourself!
They'll never let you fly.
Am I the only one that's confused here?
Too emotional.
You do know why they call it a cockpit, don't you?
Okay, so the movie earns a point. We probably didn't need to see all of that at once, but I actually like the scene of them looking through Carol's memories and exposing the audience to why she's so driven. So I actually like this scene.
Fight!
Round 5. Okay, so that's gonna be my point. Of course, the police show up hours later after they've been called. I also don't know why Shield is with them and why a situation like this would warrant Shield to be with them. So, yeah, that's gonna be my point.
Fight!
Round 6.
Trust me, true believer. Trust me.
Okay, so the movie earns a point right there. I have to give it up for the Stan Lee cameo and for the hilarious reaction of Carol punching the old lady. So, yeah, the movie gets a point.
Fight!
Round 7. Okay, so that's gonna be my point. Are we just not gonna talk about what the hell this crystal thing is, the scroll drop? It literally seems to only be in there so the plot could advance and so that she can go to the cafe and search up the name of the bar. That's really the only, like, what is it? I don't even know what it is. So yeah, that's gonna be my point.
Fight!
Round 8.
What can I get you?
Where's Pegasus?
That's classified. Not unlike the file I started on you.
So you saw one.
I was never one to believe in aliens, but I can't unsee that.
This is gonna get a little awkward, but I gotta ask.
You think I'm one of those green things.
I'm afraid I'm gonna need proof.
We talking cheek swab or urine sample?
No. The DNA would match.
Want my AOL password?
Scrolls can only sim recent memories of their host bodies. Where were you born?
Huntsville, Alabama, but technically I don't remember that part.
Name
I
your-
passed?
Not yet. First job?
Soldier, straight out of high school. Left the ranks of full bird colonel.
Then?
Spy.
Where?
It was the Cold War. We were everywhere. Belfast, Bucharest, Belgrade, Budapest. I like the bees. I can make them rhyme.
Now, name a detail so bizarre a scroll could never fabricate it.
A toast is cut diagonally. I can't eat it.
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. Can a scroll not make this up? It's not like Carol can confirm any of this or even know that these places exist at this moment in time.
Fight!
Round 9.
You can change into anyone.
Hi there.
What do you want?
Hey, Tom, this is my friend, Carol.
Oh, I noticed that peculiar bird you got parked by the road, and I was just wondering if you mind if I bring the boys over to get a closer look-see?
A closer look-see. You're really working overtime to sell this one, aren't you? Talos.
I'm sorry, Tom, this really isn't a good time. I'll come by tomorrow, okay? Okay.
You know, you really should be kinder to your neighbors. You never know when you're gonna need to borrow some sugar.
Okay, so the movie earns a point right there. Alright, Ben Mendelsohn is great in this movie, and probably is the most enjoyable character in this movie also. But the movie does earn a point just because Ben Mendelsohn is great.
Fight!
Round 10.
He lied to me.
Now, you understand.
What? What do I understand now?
Yon-Rogg killed Marvel. He killed her. Because she found out that she was on the wrong side of an unjust war.
I saw the ruins on Torfa.
Ruins that the accusers are responsible for. My people lived as refugees on Torfa. Homeless ever since we resisted Kree rule and they destroyed our planet. The core that she found would have powered a light-speed ship capable of carrying us to safety, a new home, where the Kree can't reach us.
Well, I already destroyed it.
No, you destroyed the engine. The core that powered it is in a remote location. We just want a home. You and I lost everything at the hands of the Kree. Can't you see it now? You're not one of them.
You have no idea who I am.
I don't even know who I am.
You are Carol Danvers. You were the woman on that black box risking her life to do the right thing. My best friend. You were smart and funny and a huge pain in the ass. And you were the most powerful person I knew. Way before you could shoot fire from your fists. Do you hear me? Come here. Come here, bro.
Okay, so the movie earns a point right there. This is a really good scene, and their relationship is really believable. Also, no matter what anyone says, Brie Larson isn't bad as Captain Marvel. She was literally working with a character who did not know who she was. But also, Sam Jackson is always a win. And I did already mention Ben Mendelsohn and how good he is in the movie. Lashana Lynch isn't in the movie that much as Carol's friend Maria, but I feel she's still convincing in the role. As far as Jude Law, he was and Annette Bening wasn't bad either. So I'm going to give the movie a 0.9 out of 1.0 for actors and acting.
Fight!
Round 11.
But remember, without us, you're weak. You're flawed. Helpless. We saved you. Without us, you're only human.
You're right. I'm only human.
On Hala, you were reborn.
Okay, so the movie earns a point right there. I like these montages of Carol constantly getting up and showing her resilience. Even though I feel she still should have mentioned something about being human and having emotions and how that makes her who she is. And thus that results in her true power being awakened. But nevertheless, the scene does its job. Also, when it comes to the visual and stunts in the movie, they're pretty good. From the de-aging technology with Sam Jackson.
Excuse me, miss.
Carol's powers. So I'm gonna give the movie a 0.5 out of 0.5 for visuals and stunts.
Fight!
Round 12. Okay, so that's gonna be my point because the movie continues to show his hand as it now plays I'm Just a Girl. Like, the movie's good, but it's beginning to be the loudest person in the room. And as for the action is decent in the film, especially with the scenes involving Captain Marvel. It's just the action scene on Torfa was so bad and so dark, I had no idea what was going on. That's really what hindered it, really. So probably being nice, I'm gonna give the movie a 0.4 out of 0.5 for action.
Fight!
Final round, round 13.
I'm so proud of you. But can you keep your emotions in check long enough to take me on? I always told you, you'll be ready the day you can knock me down as yourself. This is that moment. Show and prove to me you can beat me without...
I have nothing to prove to you.
Okay, so the movie earns a point because she ain't got nothing to prove. So there you guys have it. That's my match against Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel may be the most powerful Avenger, but I still ended up winning this one. But we're not done yet. Let's go check out the final numbers. Okay, so as far as the final numbers, we have the action, the visuals and the stunts, and the actors and the acting. There weren't any problems with the editing, so it remains a 0.3 out of 0.3. Also, there wasn't much of a Captain Marvel score either, as the movie was simply nostalgia for 90s songs. So the score would be a 0.0 out of 0.2. When it comes to the directing, it's not bad for the movie. Directors Ann Bolden and Ryan Fleck capture some good shots, like the one at Maria's house, but other scenes like the action scene on Torfa makes the viewing experience less enjoyable and more confusing. So the movie earns a 0.8 out of 1.0 for directing. And finally, the plot and story of the movie isn't bad either. I like the origin story of Carol losing her memory and then ending up a Kree, but I do think the movie was too on the nose with their message. From Jude Law constantly telling Carol to avoid emotions.
There's nothing more dangerous to a warrior than emotion. Humor is a distraction. Control your impulses. Stop using this, start using this.
I was here.
Stop. Remember your training. Know your enemy. It could be you. Do not let your emotions override your judgment. Since I found you that day by the lake, but can you keep your emotions in check long enough to take me on? Or will they get the better of you as always?
Like, I know why he did it. It just didn't make sense to me because she really didn't show much emotion while being with the Kree. Mainly because she didn't even know who she was. But like I said earlier, the movie could have done this without hitting the audience on top of the head with their message. But the movie does well with other parts during the film. So it's not completely wasted. So the movie earns a 0.8 out of 1.0 for plot and story. So now that we have all the numbers, let's add them up. So the movie ends up with a 3.7 out of 4.5, and that gives it an A- rating. So there you guys have it. That's my movie review of Captain Marvel. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, and let me know what you guys thought of the ranking. And of course, let me know what movie you want me to go against. But next week, I'll be going against someone who's probably even more cocky.
Yeah, I can fly.
But until then, this is Joshua Freeman. This has been Joshua vs. the Movies. I'm going to see you guys on the next match. What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning into the video. If you guys like what you saw, don't forget to hit subscribe. And if you guys want to check out more content, don't forget to visit the page. And I'm going to see you guys on the next match.